Hey, hey, hey. What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? It's your boy G, the number one Cowboy fan. Having coming to you live, direct, and correct with some Mo news. That's right, I said Mo news, M-O news that you can use. And here we are on a Sunday evening. No, I'm not even saying Sunday. How can I say Sunday evening? It's only 12:52 in the afternoon. I'm so used to doing things in the evening times. My schedule's so jacked up, guys. I tell you, it's just all over the place. I got a lot of projects going on. I got grandkids here hanging out with us. I got outdoor activities I need to be doing now that we finally got some sunshine amidst all the rain, which the rain does my yard hell of a good. But now it goes from like 60 degrees to during there like 80 degrees. Yeah, this is Texas. Bipolar weather. So, good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody's enjoying their Sunday afternoon. Hope everybody's having a great time. As we wind down on our weekend. But I just want to say thank you to all our subscribers and all those that are playing a part of this Cowboy Huddle, where we come together and we talk about our Dallas Cowboys. So big ups to all the subscribers and followers. So here we are, guys. The 2023 draft has ended, has wrapped up. It's over. It's no mas. Now it's time to focus on OTAs. We have a few undrafted free agents that's going to probably be coming aboard, which they are. Hey, y'all see that? Let me show y'all something. Check it out. Can you see G, number one fan? And you will be able to purchase these as well as soon as we get our merch up and running. But man, this is a nice. This actually comes with the straw and the brush to clean your straw and all that good stuff. Can y'all see that? And we also got some in for the ladies as well. It has like some pink writing and has the Cowboy Huddles in pink. So these are pretty much the male cups, and we have some for the females as well. That's going to be coming out. So yeah, they'll be coming out here real soon. We got some things coming up, t-shirts as well. But we are actually moving closer. I see that we got some new subscribers. Appreciate you guys that all have just subscribed. And if you haven't, take out this time to hit the subscribe button and the notification button so you will be notified when the next video is posted. Now, also, I got to move on to our social media outlets that are posting our content in their social media groups. First, let me say big shout out to the Dallas Cowboys on deck, Cowboy Fans 365, We Them Boys, and Dallas Cowboy Insiders. So what's up? Yeah, we really appreciate everyone, man. All the social groups out there, social media groups that's actually believing and trusting in our content. We get definitely a lot of feedback from everybody from each one of these groups. And, we want to also promote them as well. These names that I just called, I want you guys to go over and make sure you like their group or join their group. And because these are diehard Cowboy fans as well, and they are posting some great information about our Dallas Cowboys. So let's make sure we go over to these pages on Facebook and support them as well. So here we are. Like I said, everything has been done. It's a wrap. And here we are. My granddaughter, she's trying to come in here with me, but I just need a moment. I need a woman. This is one of the grandbabies that loves her Papa G. She loves her Papa G. She's crying right now. But anyway, yeah, that we got 7 going on 8. Yeah. 3 of them are quarantine babies. Yeah, I remember when we went to the the pandemic and all that stuff. Yeah, they had 3 of our kids. Doing shut down. All three of them are pretty much like 2 of them are 3 weeks apart, and one is 6 months apart from the 3 weeks apart. Go figure. Anyway, so hey, so listen, we are now finished, as I said before, and I've already discussed the top three. I never did get back around to talking to you guys about the last five that we picked. Was it five? Yeah, it was five draftees that we picked. And then at number 4 at 129, we got an edge rusher, Vilami Fajoko out of San Jose State. And I was a little skeptical about this individual. Coming from San Jose State, I think he's probably about 247, something like that, or something like that. And, he's active, very much active individual. But coming from a inside source, there's some information that's been shared. But yeah, I was a little skeptical at first. Like, man, we got a whole bunch of edge rushers. I wonder how they're gonna rotate him in with this deep chart, this deep depth of edge rushers. But come to find out from an inside source, it seems that they're going to take Fajoko. And now this is not the receiver for Hoko. We have another for Hoko. This is another one that we have. The other one I think is from Stanford, and this kid here is from San Jose State. So with that being said, so from the inside source, we just found out that this guy more than likely is going to probably play defensive tackle. So he's going to be in the rotation of defensive tackle. I think they're going to probably pretty much beef him up a little bit. But the guy, he has a motor. The guys, this guy, he had 23 sacks. 23 sacks on the last 3 seasons. So this guy here is basically going to be one that's going to probably be added to the rotation of the DTs. So to go along with Mozzie Smith and Gallimore and Jonathan Hankins and Osa and who else? Somebody else is in there. So yeah, so this is gonna be something to see. So I'm starting to dig this draft pick. Okay, I'm starting to dig this draft pick. Then at the in the fifth round, we picked up a compensatory pick at 169, which was an offensive tackle from North Carolina, which is Asim Richards. Did a little research on Asim Richards. He's young. He's 21, so he's coming out early. He's a young kid. Basically tough. Plays offensive tackle. I think he's going to be more of a project. They're gonna coach him up and get him ready, but I think he's going to be for the future. He will definitely be on a team. Not sure if he get any reps this coming season, but like I said, he's young, very young kid. But some things that they probably need to work with him in the fifth round. Now, I was one that also said that why we didn't pick offensive guard or in the earlier rounds. Well, I'm gonna share some things with you guys that I've done after doing research. I'm gonna share some things with you. Also in the fifth round, we picked up at 178 a cornerback, Eric Scott Jr. from New Mexico. Eric Scott Jr. is one I think we moved up to get this guy, cornerback. Yeah, basically he is a DQ man, Dan Quinn man. So it's going to be something to see how he fits into the defense, being a fifth round draft pick, but he has a length. This guy's think it was told that he's like the third player in the NFL with the longest length as far as his reach and things like that. So he's basically a Dan Quinn guy, but I'm not sure if he's going to contribute here early. But I know for a fact that he will be on special teams. You got to remember, we did lose some players on special teams. So some of these guys we're talking about right now, you will see them on special team filling those voids where we lost some individuals. And also we'll be having these players preparing for the future as well. Then in the sixth round, we at the 212 pick, which is another compensatory pick. Man, this was a great story, man. I know if you haven't watched this story and how this all developed, you have to go back and go to the Dallas Cowboy war room and see what took place. So we took a running back in the sixth round from Kansas State, Deuce Vaughn. He's 5'5" at 179 pounds. Deuce Vaughn, he's a beast. He's a small stature guy, but this guy is shifty. He's fast. Um, but not only that, but he's also the son of Chris Vaughn, which is a scout with the Dallas Cowboys. So it was a great story. He's been coaching his son up to this point, and basically, Jerry Jones. Let me say this about Jerry Jones. And people can say what they want to say about Jerry Jones, and as far as a general manager and things like that, having his nose and everything as he does. But I'm gonna tell you something. Jerry Jones believes in family. He believes in his family, and this, what I'm talking about with Deuce Vaughn, which is the son of Chris Vaughn, um, is something that Jerry Jones considered due to the fact because Deuce Vaughn is he should be drafted, and Chris Vaughn, spoke highly about his son, and not knowing that he was going to come to the Cowboys, but he spoke highly of Deuce Vaughn, saying that he needs to be drafted. So, which the Cowboys already had, him on their board, but it came around to where they was able to actually draft him in the sixth round. Well, with that being said, Chris Vaughn, which is a scout, he had no clue what was going on, and basically right at the sixth, when they got to the 212 pick, that's when they revealed to Chris Vaughn that they were going to be drafting his son. So it was very, very emotional. Jerry Jones, he spoke at the press conference. He got choked up because all of the individuals that's a part of the drafting process and part of the drafting committee, they all got choked up. It was one of those moments that they all said that they never have witnessed anything like this. So it was definitely a emotional time. We have to see what Deuce Vaughn and how he will be implemented into this offense. I mean, now, like I say, Mike McCarthy spoke highly of him. Everybody spoke highly of him. So we'll see if he gets time on the field. Now he'll be added with Malik. What is his name? Malik Davis, Rico Dowdle. Then the new guy we got from what was it? Kansas City, I believe, something like that. Anyway, so yeah, we're deep at our running back position, and not to say, who knows? We don't know what's going to happen with Zeke. We'll see. It's a possibility. At the seventh round, at the 244 pick, we picked up a wide receiver, Jalen Brooks, out of South Carolina. So Jalen Brooks is more of a guy, have great hands. He's not one that's going to break or run. He's not a yak guy, but he definitely has good hands. I think he will be a project, but we'll see what happens with Jalen Brooks. Hopefully, he comes out and put in the work and work his butt off to make this squad, because he is actually being added to a lengthy wide receiver core. There's a lot of receivers out there, so he's going to have to work his butt off. But not to say he won't be able to he won't make the team. But also we do have room for practice squad players. So practice squad players make pretty good money too. So until he is able to make his debut on the team, who knows? But anyway, so yeah, that's what we have right now. These are the last 5 picks that we got on the throughout the draft. Saw some good guys that I know that is a part of the content creators. Super Cowboy, saw him out there. Saw Sneaky G out there, and he done. And I was hoping my Cowboy Huddle guys would make it up front to make their debut, but it didn't happen. But it's okay. It's okay. I thought we was gonna be able to make that debut, but it's okay. We had a lot of Cowboy fans out there. So now I want to go to this real quick. Now this is according to SB Nation, and something we have to consider. I was one is like, wow, why did we get a guard the first round? Why did we didn't get a guard the second round? What are we doing? Why are we doing what we're doing? Oh my God. Yeah, I was a little pissed off. I was pissed off because I was like, what are we doing? But now what it seems as if the Cowboys are going with what they have on this offensive side of the ball. It is what it is. But according to SB Nation, they reported about a crew from the Dallas Morning News, these writers, and they graded the Dallas Cowboys draft, and I kind of did a little research and kind of wanted to see what they were talking about, but there was one on here that definitely got my attention, and now I kind of understand why the Cowboys did what they did. So Michael Gelkin, he gave them an A. David Moore gave the Cowboys a B. Tim Collishaw gave them a B. Kevin Sherrington gave them a B minus. Joseph Hoyt gave them a C plus, and Calvin Watkins gave them a C. And I went through here and I kind of read what everybody had to say, but I had to go with what David Moore and his reasoning and his summary was of the draft for the Dallas Cowboys, and it makes a lot of sense. So it said David Moore adds an extra twist, arguing that the Cowboys' use of their draft capital was an unqualified success. Now, listen what he had to say, guys. I want y'all to check this out. And, I know a lot of us, some of us was already okay with the draft, and so a lot of us was like, what are they doing? What in the crap is Cowboys doing? Oh, they don't want to win. They don't want to win. I've been getting phone calls and text messages. Gee, what are we doing, man? I can't believe this. But let me shed some light on what David Moore said, due to the fact of why we drafted the way we drafted. Now, what he said what the Cowboys did with the capital, keyword, what the Cowboys did with the capital they had in this draft makes it an unqualified success, according to David Moore. Dallas added Pro Bowl cornerback and a perennial 1,000-yard receiver. Cornerback, Stephon Gilmore. 1,000-yard receiver, Brandon Cook. With a couple of fifth-round picks, so we have to swap in order to for us to get these. That's what we have to do. A couple of fifth-round picks. A sixth-round pick yielded a veteran run stopper. No other team can make that claim. So they give up a sixth-round pick last year to pick up who? We picked up Jonathan Hankins. So say what you want to say, but Jonathan Hankins was definitely a plus to the defense. He goes on to say the acquisition of Stephon Gilmore and Brandon Cooks must be factored into the assessment of this class. Makes sense. The same goes for the defensive tackle Jonathan Hankins, who was picked up during last season for a sixth-round pick in this draft. Do that, and he goes on to say, David Moore goes on, do that, and an otherwise pedestrian haul for this team coming off a consecutive 12-5 season takes on a much different look. So with what we have now, we have to consider what we did with the capital. To bring in Stephon Gilmore, we had to give up some trades. To bring in Brandon Cook, we had to give up some trades. When we got Jonathan Hankins, we had to give up some trades. So it makes sense, folks. It makes all the sense in the world. And basically, with the front line that we have, we're gonna go with what we have. They trust enough in this front line with the offensive lineman that we have, and I think it's going to be a different run blocking scheme, pass blocking scheme, and I think Mike McCarthy's okay with what we have. So yeah, another year with the guys that we have, and then like I say, we got a scene. We just drafted in some others that we might come across. Did come up to find out that Jerry Jones did say that we're going to look into a veteran as a kicker. We weren't able to get the kicker in the draft, but we do plan on looking at getting a kicker through free agency. Now, out of all of this that had taken place out of all the draft pick, only one I had a problem with is the tight end. Um, I didn't understand that, but because due to the fact we have a total of 5 tight ends. But I think we're gonna probably see a lot of 12 personnel. So what that means is you're gonna see a lot of 2 tight end sets, in which basically when you're running the West Coast, 2 tight end set is very much a familiar formation when you're running the West Coast. So this is probably something that you're going to see with two tight end sets, and it's been told that our tight end that we just drafted, Shoemaker, is that his name? Is a good run blocker. So we're gonna see how that pans out. Like I say, guys, we're just on the outside looking in, hoping and wishing for another Super Bowl. But again, as a content creator, I gotta make sure that I go and do my research and that I do due diligence to bring you as much as possible of facts that is out there. So with that being said, this is where we stand in our 2023 draft. Now, let me talk about this one individual, guys. And like I said, I'm very excited about Deuce Vaughn. Just as if he's another Darren Sproles. So Austin Eckler. These are some small guys, but they have made major leaps and bounds in the league. But I have this one individual I want you guys to look up. And he was a steal. This guy was a steal. Now, you might hear other people saying, oh, yeah, I knew all about this guy. No, you didn't. You heard it first right here. We picked up us a fullback. Oh, yeah. Hunter Luepke from North Dakota State. Pull him up. He's a beast. He was a steal. I love this kid. Say. There's the name right there. There's the name right there. Pull up his video. I love this kid. He's going to be great. Him and Tony Pollard in the backfield. Oh, my gosh. It's going to be something to see. But, yeah, this kid here, we picked him up. Oh, man. And he played tailback, for North Dakota State. But I'm sure they're going to put him in the full, and he's going to be able to do the same thing. So, again, Hunter, welcome to the Dallas Cowboys. So, get a chance, pull up his video, and check him out. But anyway, again, I had to get on here and share this with you guys, okay? I wanted you guys to understand that what's going on, and I know I've been getting a lot of text messages and things to that nature about what's going on with the Cowboys and why do we do this and why do we do that. Now, like I said, only one I can really say that was concerned was the tight end, but we'll see what happens. But we have to consider the capital and who we brought in last year and this off season. So had a lot to do with it. So, but anyway, I'm not gonna hold you any longer. I gotta move along, guys. I got things to do today. I got things to do, and I got places to go. So, I'm going to move on and let you guys get on with your get on, and we'll meet back up maybe on Monday or Tuesday, and maybe Wednesday. But we're gonna talk about these undrafted free agents we got. Okay. Let's talk about the undrafted free agent. Those will be next. And then we'll be getting ready to move on into OTAs. It's coming right back around, guys. Coming pretty fast, too. How about that? But anyway, I'm not going to take any more of your time. Once again, I want to say thank you, guys, for being a part of this channel. Supporting the channel. And again, we got merch getting ready to come out. Oh, yeah. So y'all stay tuned. And also, I said we have these in female for the females as well. It's got some pretty pink and glitter or something all on it, but it's gonna be something to see. So y'all stay tuned. We got the t-shirts, we got the Cowboy Huddle t-shirts coming out, things like that. But we got to get to the 1K. We got to get the 1K so we can start putting our merchandise on the on the net on the videos on the channel. Okay, but anyway, like I always say, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen, Dallas Cowboys.